There we go.
There we go.
All right. What is good, everybody? It is Sunday, June 8th, 2025, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means it's time for the Council of Comics live film and box office news, episode 141. We're doing Man on Fire today. Denzel Washington. We're back in 30 seconds.
Gracie, you're smiling.
What?
You were smiling.
No.
You were?
No, I was not.
You're not now, but you were.
No, you were smiling. I wasn't
You
smiling.
were.
When?
Like 5 seconds ago.
I'm not smiling.
Well, a second ago you were.
No, you said 5 seconds ago. Now that's 6. 6 seconds ago I wasn't smiling.
Okay,
6
10 seconds ago.
10 seconds ago I was smiling.
Brightest
Okay.
day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway. The Council of Comics. And as always, C Bizzle, green shirt guy, Phil. How are you today?
Doing good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, doing very good.
Tired. I know why you tired.
Yeah. How was everybody's weekend?
It's all right. I'm tired. I have to work the prom on Friday, so.
All right. Yeah, I was at the Yankee game on Friday. So I saw the Yankees.
I feel a regular Yankee goer.
Yeah, right.
That got kind of
Hey,
offered
nothing
to
this
me.
weekend.
They got what?
That got offered to me for my job. Like,
Oh. One of those jobs that smooths people over by giving them Mets and Yankees tickets. Hey, you want some Mets and Yankees tickets?
they got some season. They got like a season package, so I get offered tickets every once in a while. So I'll take it.
My
Were
old
you
job
in-
in
were
Minnesota
you in a
was the
box?
same way.
What's up? No, not a box. Nothing like that. We're top tier. The company is that good.
Yeah, I got tickets when I was working in Minnesota. I got tickets to Vikings and Twins games, even hockey games.
I got a fun story I can tell afterward. But I think the statute of limitations is up on for a baseball game. I sat in a company box store.
Oh.
It's not illegal. I didn't do anything illegal. I'm just not going to share it with
Illegal.
polite company. Let's put it that way. A lot of drinking, a lot of silliness.
Sure. We want to wish Cliff hope to feel better. That's why he's not on right now. He's not feeling well. So, Clifford, hope you feel well out there. He should be back tomorrow. So monthly giveaway. We got our hashtags.
Okay.
Then Phil will be taking over the seats. I'll show you the first one.
First hashtag.
Oh wait, I don't even have it up.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Takes me 2 seconds. Come on.
How could you?
Come on. There it is. I wish.
You gotta say it right.
I wish you had more time.
Had more time.
I wish you had more time.
Wish you had more time.
That plays into our movie tonight. It's Man on Fire. And speaking of which, the man who picked the movie has got the chair. Phil.
So, all right, yeah, that's your hashtag. Enter that. Win a chance to get a duck. Get your chance to win a duck for the monthly giveaway. And let's go right into the box office. And,
all right.
what's happening at the box office
So, Phil,
this week.
This weekend was another plunge for the box office, ladies and gentlemen, dropping down to 105.
We went down almost 30 million there, like 35 million.
Goodness. Yeah. Only the big movies are making money.
Okay.
The rest of them are not. But we have, let's see the list. Lilo and Stitch with 32 million comes in at number 1.
Mhm.
Oh, and from the world of John Wick, Ballerina just
I'm going to see that tomorrow.
coming in number 2.
I would have seen it this
Alright.
weekend if I wasn't doing the yard sales. I'm going to
But
see
that's he's not in like John Wick's not in the movie, right?
Yes,
He is in the movie.
He's
It's a-
in the
it's a-
movie.
it. Prequel.
Okay.
Yeah, he is in the movie. They kind of reshot it and put him in the movie. But yeah, so I guess if you're a John Wick fan, we got to watch that.
I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to see it.
51 total.
51 robot. What's
Not bad.
what's just so we see how's Lilo and Stitch?
25's not bad though, considering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone expects to get 80
On its march to $1 billion.
772.
It's making bank.
Maybe I don't know if it has the billion in it now.
I don't think it's going to get there.
Mm.
I don't
How
think
long's
it's
it
gonna
out?
get there. This has been it's like its 4th week.
Right. But it's opened overseas everywhere now. So, like, the big numbers from overseas have already come in. Like, it'll still make money overseas. But, like, the big Asian market, is already open.
I think it had a
definitely-
strong opening, and I don't know that it's got like that extra 225 million
Right.
in the tank.
I think it will get
I mean-
real close to 900.
I could see 850, maybe not 900.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
Yeah.
number 1 this week, so it's
Yep.
not really a lot to like
Well, Mission Impossible coming in at number 3,
Still got to see that, too.
dropping 44%, made 15.
You
450.
also got to
Okay.
see that Lilo Stitch was taken out of 225 theaters as well.
Hmm.
So that could explain that huge drop off in numbers.
Error.
Oh no, sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What the heck is going on?
Error.
What if I want the numbers?
Error.
All right, and then Karate Kid Legends bringing in 8 million. Who's in Karate Kid? You watch yourself over
This
there.
guy, 2 thumbs, this guy. Don't care at all. Don't care at all.
I care. Maybe not enough to go to the movies to see it, but I care.
And maybe I'll watch it when it streams, but like it's not gonna be like, ooh, it's finally
Yes.
out. I get to watch it.
Everybody's saying maybe I'll watch it when it streams. Look at the number.
What is going to stream on?
Probably
That's gotta be
Netflix.
Paramount
Is
Plus,
there-
probably. Who put it out?
Netflix is
Sony
putting
or
out
it'll
this
go to Netflix?
Cobra Kai.
If it'll
I
go
think
to
it's
Netflix.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah. They'll go Netflix first.
Okay.
It'll be there soon.
And it'll
I
be
got
there
no-
by the end of July. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
Dang.
We watch.
That's
Bruh.
soon. It's only been out 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 3. 2. Wow. Final Destination Bloodlines.
I'll wait till they come out on streaming.
257. So next one's
That's not
coming
bad
up.
for that movie though.
Yep.
Yeah.
There'll be a new one in 2 years, or maybe next year.
Final Destination Bloodlines 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
man.
The Phoenician Scheme up 1,000%.
I want to see this. I like Wes
This
Anderson.
is the
Added so many theaters.
Wes
Wes Anderson movie, right?
Yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah.
So this obviously hit all the theaters this week. So
Yeah.
His movies never do crazy money in the theaters anyway. So like the fact that it's only made this is not surprising, but
I
if
don't
you
know that
like
his
his movies, you like his movies.
yeah, I don't know that he always like I don't know that he has like a big budget on his movies either.
Who does that too?
So,
Bring Her Back. That's a horror movie. Down
Yep.
51%.
Oh, one for the next one's for
15 mil. Jeez. Guess she won't be back.
Yeah.
24.
number 8's for Phil.
Dan to Dan Evil Eye. Do you watch
You're a
Dan
big
to
Dan
Dan?
Anime.
I don't watch it Dan to Dan. Josh,
I don't watch it either.
Oh, I thought it was you. I'm sorry.
Oh, Josh does, yeah. Hey, 3 million.
But I think that was one of those like theater events. So that's like Sinners.
Sinners will stay around there. That's a good number for them.
It's starting to peak. That's starting to be its peak there.
Yeah. Thunderbolts.
Yeah, let's see its total.
374. It's not even gonna hit 4.
God, that's disappointing.
Yeah. Wow.
374. Yeah, that's ready for Disney Plus. It's ready now.
That's gonna be one of those movies they look back and wonder why it didn't do so well.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about this last week, I think, right? I mean, I could tell you why it didn't do well, but that doesn't make it a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do well because it was a bad movie. It was just circumstances and situations.
Right.
Yeah. The new theater world.
Well, and you know what characters are in the movie.
Yeah.
Dangerous Animals. That's a new one.
Never heard of it.
When Zephyr, a savvy and free-spirited surfer, is abducted by a shark obsessed serial killer and held captive on his boat, she must figure out how to escape before he carries out a ritualistic feeding to the sharks below.
Okay, I'm calling right now. The end of the movie, the main killer gets killed by a shark.
Yeah.
Calling it right now.
With dangerous
I'm watching
animals, just like the
Samuel Jackson
sharks.
style.
Yeah, yeah. When you think the killer's about to win, all of a sudden a shark come out of nowhere.
Bite him in half.
Just want to see the line in the trailer where he goes, "They're dangerous animals."
Yeah, right. See, here's the thing. I mean, I don't know if you guys do this, but anytime I see a movie and they say the title of the movie, I stand up and applaud just because it's so ridiculous. I remember seeing Snakes on a Plane in the theater with a group of friends, and there was like 6 of us. We all stand up and gave it a standing ovation when they did that.
That's that Family Guy thing.
Right.
Dogma 25th anniversary.
I love this movie.
I did.
I almost picked Kevin Smith
like
as my actor just so we could watch this.
I like this movie.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I watched Clerks first, and then I watched Dogma for my first 2 like.
Is that right? No, I saw them in order
because they like they're like the Jay and Silent Bob go to like the one where they went to Hollywood that had come out in the theaters around like 9/11 and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember like going to Blockbuster and just renting. Like I haven't seen any of their movies. You know. Like
okay.
And my friend at like Toys R Us at the time was like, yeah, they were in Clerks.
I saw this in the
Jason
theater.
Amy and Mallrats, and so I was like, all right, I'll watch a couple of them to see if I like them. And like I watched Clerks first, and it was like the funniest movie I had ever seen. And then I watched Dogma like after it, and it was like this is like well written and funny now. You could definitely see like the comic book influence and like the writing by now.
Well, so have you seen Mallrats or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I saw this in the theater, and I remember it was funny because I remember, and I'm not Catholic. I grew up in it was a non-denominational church. We were close to the Baptist center. And I remember there was a big flap when this came out, and the Catholics were all mad. I'm like, and I remember I was at work, and this woman was complaining about it, and I said to her, I said, really? I said, well, but did you see it? She's like, no, I'd never. I'm like, then you don't know what you're talking about. Like, go see it and then make a critique. Well, I would never spend money on it. I'm like, well, okay. Here's the thing. I'm not Catholic, but I've seen the movie, and it's not what you think it is. What was really funny though is, and this is a funny story he tells. The hometown that Kevin Smith grew up in, there was a protest, and he went and got on TV.
He went and got on TV as a protest.
He and a friend of his were in the protest line, and they interviewed him, and so that he was on TV protesting his own movie.
Yeah,
but he didn't tell him who he was. It was really funny.
To this day, if somebody sneezes in front of me, I have to say "bless you."
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because of that.
It was I don't know if it's true anymore. Like this never got a. Kevin Smith has held on to like not releasing this on 4K because of like the Harvey Weinstein connection.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, to make money on it. So this never really got like a proper like 4K.
I bet you it happens eventually.
Yeah.
So we got Minecraft.
We talked about Dogma like is our movie of the week.
Yeah, right.
Right. It holds a place in our hearts.
Is this gonna get to a
951.
billion?
No.
No, but that's
Maybe if they do like a re-release with extra scenes, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Maybe.
they haven't done a sing-along version. With the
Ah.
with the lyrics
May
on
be
the
coming. You never know. The Life of Chuck is a new one.
Wasn't that a show?
Just Chuck was the show.
Okay.
It
Thank
was
you.
called Chuck. Yeah.
Oh, this is a
Yeah.
Stephen King's novella.
Oh, okay. Then no, that's not the same. It's not the same.
Okay.
This
Well,
thing was only in
let's see.
16 theaters. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
They made $200,000 in 16 theaters.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Invoking this Aurora again
Hanging
with the
on.
hanging on to that last spot.
Hanging on. That's how
Make
Michigan
them
is. We just hang
thousands.
on.
it's at 8 theaters.
Make that money.
Probably all in Michigan too.
All right, so that's the box office, Phil.
All right, well, let's get say some shout outs to some people that are here, like John Comics with Kids and JSS Brooklyn and Space Case Collectibles.
Well,
Gosh, it's fashion with
highlight
season.
that Joseph Michaels one.
That one?
The one where he's got writing.
Which
Up
one?
to top. No.
Oh. Hey, Council,
Yeah.
package arrived. My unboxing video airs tomorrow at 12 p.m. on my channel. Tags you in it. Thank you, Joseph Michaels.
Indeed. Can't wait to
Oh.
see it.
Our Thunder is in the chat. Thanks for joining us tonight. Black Spiders is in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Christina Payne's here. Black Spiders is here. Kenneth Bird. And Madam Blaster.
Yes.
They are beautifuls. So, anybody watch anything this week?
The
I did
Chosen.
watch something.
I've been on a Chosen binge.
All right.
But then I was like, when we finished season 4, we got no more. Then the commercial comes out that the 5th season comes out on June 15th.
The cool thing I
Oh,
watched was Good Night and Good Luck was live from Broadway
I saw that
last
after the
night.
fact.
Yeah, it was live from Broadway last night with George Clooney. It was up for like that was like the first time they actually did like they like showed the show live from Broadway. So and they did a good job with that, and yeah, he's up for a Tony for that performance of Edward Murrow. So that was like really good.
I remember the movie.
I hadn't seen the movie.
Movie's pretty good. It's what's his name? You know the guy who runs the league in A League of Their Own. That goes and tell he's the guy who kind of runs it for the O. Henry guy. That actor is Edward R. Murrow in the movie. I can never remember his name though.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Oh,
it.
David Strahan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the movie, but I saw the play last night, so that was fun to watch. There isn't much on like the streaming stuff that.
Well, there is, but I have a list. I just haven't been home.
Oh, we started
Mickey 17's out.
You season 5.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys ever watched You?
I have not. It's in my queue.
It's really good. But yeah, we started that.
Not too much on the streaming. All right.
Not till later this month. I know Ironheart comes out later this month. When is there's another movie. When's the Predators movie come out? Or the show?
The animated one I think is out already.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
I gotta watch
They
that.
said, Larry Jackson says it's the best Predator movie ever.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, sorry.
Do you know what we were doing 2 years ago? Maybe not on this specific date, but 2 years ago.
What?
What?
We
What do you
were,
see when you look
and what
at me?
movie we reviewed? Now that I'm our in-house statistician, because I've gone through everything.
2 years ago, what did we review?
I
I
watched
don't
the
think
big
it was.
boss, so
Yeah, was it like Conan?
No, I'll give you a hint. It has Kurt Russell as the lead role.
Oh, this was we were on our John Carpenter kick, so we did Escape from New York.
Escape from
Yeah.
LA,
Escape from
Escape from
LA.
LA.
and we
Okay.
reviewed it live from Albany Comic Con.
From Comic Con. That's
Which-
right, because that
Oh.
was today. Yeah, I couldn't go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a fun trip up to Albany.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I picked Denzel Washington because this is the last Denzel Washington movie that we'll be reviewing for my actor, at least. Not the last one we're going to review, but you know, for the three for an actor. And I picked Denzel Washington because he's one of like the great actors I think that are currently going on right now. That like, if somebody said like, oh, like the new Denzel Washington movie, you know, I got the new Denzel Washington movie, or there's a new Denzel Washington movie, I just kind of want to see it because he's in it. Like, it'll just like that. That'll sell me on the movie, right? You know, no other information needed. Denzel Washington's in it.
There's a handful of actors I'd say that, but I'd say generally, I'm like, okay, I'll watch if he's in it.
And
Samuel L. Jackson, I'll watch any.
Are you able to zoom in, Phil?
I am. Let me. Sorry.
You know, I'm like, I'm old over here.
No, well, yeah, no. It looks. Sorry. I got this now on my main screen. So, just some like a lot of great movies. Like, and I haven't seen everything of his, so I thought we'd just go down a list and see what you guys recognize, what you've seen, what you could recommend. So, last one I saw was Gladiator. Gladiator
good.
2, which was pretty good.
I think the first one's better, but it is still pretty good.
Yeah, and he was, you know, great performance by him.
Yeah.
I also saw. I haven't seen any of the Equalizer movies, and I
They're
should watch them.
They're good. Watch them. They're super violent.
Okay.
yeah, they're very violent.
But I did see the Tragedy of Macbeth, and I could recommend that a lot. Yeah, it's Shakespeare, and like that's the other thing is Denzel's like a classically trained like actor.
Yes.
So he
Roman.
both. Yeah, it's really good. It's like black and white. It's who did it? One of the Coen brothers did the
Okay.
Tragedy of Macbeth. So that one
I would
was really
recommend
good.
Roman J. Israel Esquire. He's a very
Okay.
good actor for this.
So I've seen the little things.
That was a
And
messed up movie.
That was a mess. He's like another like half messed up cop.
Well, is it? But it's not even him, right? The whole time, it's the other guy. But then at the
Yeah.
end, you don't even know if the guy did it or not.
Yeah. So yeah, you didn't even know. Like,
I
yeah,
think
there was.
Rami Malek is worse than him, but yeah.
Yeah, Rami Malek. That's who else was in it, and Jared Leto.
Yeah,
In
and
the
Jared
little
Leto's the bad guy. Well, the bad guy. Because you don't know at the end.
You could recommend. What was it? Israel? C. Bizzle? Roman J.
Roman J. Israel Esquire.
Okay.
It reminds you of, you know how he plays political figures like Malcolm X and things of that nature. It reminds you a little bit of that. So I enjoyed him in that film. The Book of Eli.
Book of
Yeah,
Eli's.
that's my hit.
What do you call it? It's actually not bad either. I think Fences is okay. He's good at
Okay.
it. The story's kind of.
American Gangster.
American Gangster. I liked a lot. He's Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
has Russell Crowe in it, and
Yes.
I think the
Yeah.
RZA, right? From Wu-Tang.
Yes,
Deja
and
Vu's good.
Idris Elba is in it too.
Yep.
Deja Vu is a good movie. It's
Deja Vu is a
concept
good
but it's
movie.
fun.
Maturing Candidate has always been good.
Inside
See,
Man.
I
was
like
with,
that one, but I also like the Frank Sinatra one. They're
Yes.
the same plot, done slightly differently, different years apart, and I like them both, but I like them for different reasons.
Would you be mad if I tell you this one they're gonna make a remake of that?
Why, at this point, would you need to make a third one?
I don't know.
Like,
It's not gonna be a
wait another
third one.
20
It's just
years.
gonna be a remake of that one.
Why? Like, wait another 20 years. And
I would
do
say,
an
well,
updated
there was
version.
probably
Yeah.
like 50 years in between, like the Frank Sinatra and like
Yeah.
this
That's what I'm
one.
saying.
Though.
Wait
That's
till you're at 50 years again and then do it. Like, why would you need
Don't
to do
attack
it
me.
now?
That's what I said. It's just a rumor.
Oh, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying. I just think that's dumb. It just got made.
I'm just a messenger.
Oh yeah, Victorian candidate. We're
You
gonna
like
talk
to
about
beat me
Man on
up.
Fire in a little bit.
This is Sparta.
Yeah, right. Remember the Titans is a great movie.
Remember the
Great.
Titans is great.
Hmm.
He got
Hurricane.
game.
Hurricane I didn't
movie.
love. I didn't love it. It's he's good at it. I didn't love that movie.
He
Fallen.
Bone Collector's good.
Take Shuttleworth.
Bone Collector
Fallen
with
is great. I forgot
Yeah.
about Fallen.
Yeah.
Fallen
That's
is an
good.
underrated movie. I don't think enough
Yeah.
people have seen it. Especially the ending. I don't want to go away if
Yeah.
you haven't seen it.
Um,
Virtuosity. That's
Philadelphia.
another one with.
Virtuosity. Yeah.
with,
Not many
Russell
people
Crowe.
talk
Russell
about
Crowe's
that
in
one.
right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people talk about that one.
It's a weird movie, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. The Pelican Brief, Philadelphia. There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X is probably one
I
of
think
his.
that's the
that-
movie I got introduced to Denzel Washington with.
Mine was Glory.
Yeah. mine
Oh
was,
yeah, that's right.
Glory.
No, I did see Glory first. You're right. I did see Glory.
Yeah.
And he won an Oscar
Yeah.
for it.
right there.
Mississippi Masala. Mo Better Blues was good.
St. Elsewhere.
Yep.
He's found St. Elsewhere in the.
Say else.
I watched all of St. Elsewhere last year because it's on Hulu, I think, and I'd never really seen it, so I went through it. It's still pretty great all these years later, and he's great in it.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. So many great movies. Like today, like somebody's like, "Oh, it's the new Denzel Washington." There's a few actors like that. Like, who are your actors like that? Like Leonardo DiCaprio is another one.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Samuel L.
Yeah.
because you
Samuel
know
L.
he's going to
Jackson.
be good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at this
Danny
point,
Glover.
love him or hate him, I think Tom Cruise doesn't make a whole lot of duds. You may not love the movie, but it's not going to be garbage.
Okay.
I put Danny Glover as a secret one, and what's his name? Lou Gossett Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that not many people talk about. So
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt
yeah.
Damon. Matt Damon's in a lot of good movies. Yeah.
At one point, I thought he was an action star.
We were like, yeah, Dogma.
Yeah.
Dogma.
The Bourne Identity.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hovering,
After the Bourne, I love the Bourne.
Park
I love the
Condition.
Bourne Identity.
Mighty Quinn.
franchise.
I'd say this too.
Got
You guys
nothing
may
over
roll
the
your eyes.
soldiers.
I think Ben Affleck is in a lot of great movies too.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna roll my
yeah.
eyes on that.
Because I know a lot of
Except-
people can't stand him. And here's
Except for that movie
here's
with
a
him and
hot
Jake.
take. Geely is not that bad.
It is horrible.
It's
Oh.
it got panned because of them. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as people say it is. It's not a
No.
great movie, but it's not that bad.
I'm gonna have to join Steve Bizzle on that argument. That's
I
pretty
didn't
bad.
see it.
That's the only thing I
What's
roll
the
my
one-
eyes on.
What's the other one that he's in? The Kevin Smith movie. The Jersey something or other.
Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Yeah.
Jersey Girl.
It's
He's
He's
good in it, but there's stuff with him and Jennifer Lopez doesn't work.
yeah. Jersey. Well, he's only in it for like the first 30 seconds.
Right.
Really, like who
But
really
there's
is
some
great? I
flashbacks,
thought in
though.
Jersey Girl was George Carlin.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of he plays like his father.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
All
let
right.
me do some announcements, Phil.
Yep.
Hold on,
Some announcements.
Right back.
All right, let me run through this real quick. Add to stage. Young at Heart Foundation is a great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. There's a couple ways that you can help out this organization. Go to youngatheartfoundation.com and scroll down and click this green register to become a donor button for Donate at Life America, because more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can help by registering as an organ donor today. Second way to help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds together and create these great gift boxes for the kids. There's another way you want to help the organization. Give them a call at 323-396-9998 or email them at info@youngatheartfoundation.com and tell them the council sent you.
All right, wait, hold up.
Oh.
Before you do that announcement, can we do a duck?
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry.
Yes.
Come on,
No
Wait, wait,
apologies needed, my friend. I wish you had more time. You got 15 seconds. Put it in the comment section. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
Out
10,
15 seconds.
9,
Need more time to
8,
read comic
7,
books.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And thank you, Mike. Okay, where's my there it is. Draw! First deck of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Who's it gonna be? Black Spiders! Alright, Black Spiders, you're in there. Tune in tomorrow to see what other books will be adding into the big prize. Next up will be Arrange the Meeting. Just arrange the meeting. It's at the bottom. Make sure you put that in the comment section. Alright, continuing along. Alternaverse, this is our home away from home. Located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our great friend Anthony, who is also part of the Council of Comics. And Anthony has a great special for you. If you want to get your comics, you're having trouble getting your comics, you're too far away from the shop, you don't want to take the drive, Anthony's going to handle that for you inside this continental United States. He's going to take your pull list. He's going to bag and board all your books at no extra cost. And that costs him money too, but he's going to throw it in there for you. And he's going to take 10% off the order on top of that. If that's something that you want to do, give Anthony a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternaverse2@aol.com. The website is alternaverse.net. They have comics, cards, and toys, and every weekend, if you're in the area, they have card tournaments, Locana, Pokemon, Magic. Make sure you get in touch with them. We are also part of this wonderful Sunday lineup that started at 9:30 a.m. with Sunday Comic Book Hangover Show. They had their special guest, David Garage Geek. At 10:45 a.m. was Comic Book Church. At 5 p.m. or 2 TBD, we'll see it might be on right now. K-Pop Junkie, Art Comics Hangout, horror and nerd stuff. 5 p.m. There we are. Film and box office news, Council of Comics. Denzel Washington filling it out right now. So 5:30, Merry Monday mail call show. The Copper Age Comics is what they're talking about. Make sure you tune in at 5:30. 6 p.m. as the Sunday Super Show Extravaganza, Heroes for Hire Comic Club. 7:30, we have Mega Members Mail Call Show with 35 cents only. 8:30 at Week's End with Legion of Comics. 9 o'clock, Black Crown Comics featuring Michael Schwartz, their weekly comic wrap-up. All right. And then let me just jump over here to the YouTube since Cliff is not here. We have our channel, Council of Comics. We're at 1.18. Hey, we have tons of stuff on the channel for you guys. We do lives 3 to 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every 2 weeks on Thursday. Sundays, we do film and box office news, 5 p.m. Go over all the film stuff like we're doing now. Tomorrow on Mondays at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, we go over all the new keys and hot books that come out while also giving you Ducks. We're also nominating that show for Best Comic Book Show. And then on Wednesdays, we have our comic book, Council of Comics comic book hangout. So you guys can come into the show. We'll put the link in the chat. You can come on in. And every 2 weeks, we have Fill in the Blanks with C. Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy and a bunch of rotating hosts where they do drawings on books and talk about the characters they draw. Great stuff. We also have other videos on the channel, or film reviews, or comic book pickups, council conversations, and we have a lot of shorts up there as well. So make sure you tune into that. Next up,
we're having Brian's LCS this week.
No, that was just a taste. It's a taste. It's a taste. And whenever you're not maxing and relaxing,
Okay.
you know, chilling all outside of school with a couple of guys, not trying to get in trouble in your neighborhood. We have Couching and Slouching with C Bizzle. C Bizzle, let them know what your channel is about.
What's that last part of?
I messed a lot of that
Prince of
up.
Bel Air.
I messed a lot.
Home smell you later.
Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm inching slowly trying to catch up to the Council Comics and Clip on Comics with subs. I'm at 544. I have some good stuff coming down the line. I dropped a unboxing video just last week. Also, I will be announcing not this month but next month my 400 and 500 subscriber giveaway. Because I'm taking a break from doing giveaways with these guys, just so I can make sure I take care of everybody that won, and I want to make sure everybody get their stuff. But I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout this whole time I've been on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. Every Monday I do drop a short that shows 3 books I'm most hyped for New Comic Book Day, and I really do appreciate you guys, and thank you.
Thank you, C Bizzle. Make sure you guys are subscribed. And of course, there's always Cliff on Comics. Cliff, hope you're feeling better. Cliff has his wonderful Comics and Coffee with Cliff, the Comics Hangout with Cliff. He just had a surprise guest. I don't know exactly who the guest was.
Oh my.
Yeah, you might want to, make sure you watch it first before you show your kids anything. All right, just might want to do that first. But
Mr. Winky.
But make sure that you go and subscribe to Cliff on Comics. He also has memberships as well. Check him out. All right.
We could draw the next duck.
Next duck. All right.
And we'll put up our third duck for the night.
Arrange the meeting. You officially have 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw!
Forgiveness is between them and God. I'm just going to arrange the meeting.
Exactly.
Africastro. Afri's got a lot of ducks. Alright, so congratulations, Afri. Next one up will be Lilo and Stitch Bank. Lilo and Stitch Bank. I'll put it at the bottom. Boom. Alright, Phil.
Alright. I guess we can get into our movie of the week.
Alright. Let me bring that up here.
Movie
of the week. Go ahead, Phil.
Our movie of the week was Man on Fire from 2004. Directed by Tony Scott, stars Denzel Washington, Christopher Walken, and Dakota Fanning. In Mexico City, a former CIA operative swears vengeance on those who committed an unspeakable act against the family he was hired to protect. That is a really word.
I mean, that's one way of describing it.
Yeah. I thought he was more of like I guess CIA, like American Assassin.
Did they ever say CIA? They just kind of let you know that
He just had a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starred Denzel Washington, Christopher Walken, and Dakota Fanning, directed by Tony Scott. And some things I noticed, like, because this is really probably like the second time I actually watched this movie since like 2004 or 5 when I got the DVD. And one of them was right off the bat, Dakota Fanning is one of the few childhood stars that went into like adult stardom with like no real issues.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. But that's the thing. We know of everybody else's. So.
Right. I mean, she did disappear for a little while. But it could have just been whatever.
You never know. She might end up on the Diddy tapes.
Well, hold on.
Uh,
I hope God no.
So, like, one of the things right off the bat is there's a kidnapping in Latin America every 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the stat of the, and like you kind of like this movie suffers from a few things. Not much. One of the things though is you kind of know what's going to happen.
Oh,
Like
100%.
sitting down watching the movie, like right after the first 30 seconds. Like it isn't like, you know, ex-CIA protects the family, no issues. Like you know,
Well, right.
they're gonna kidnap her.
Yeah, and they
Um,
trying to make it out like, oh, he's gonna be fine, even though he's got a drinking problem.
yeah.
You know.
The other thing is this is shot in a way like I don't know if it was like 2004 or something, but it's like a choppy cam kind of
Yeah.
the way that he,
Yeah, there's a lot of that like craziness to I guess
Like-
to infer him being drunk and then just like on the edge and just
Well,
a lot of that.
You kind of beat me to it because towards the end, once the action really gets going, I mean, you see it leading up to that too. The interstitials between the dialogue and just him walking down the street. So, you ever see the movie Traffic? It looked very much like that.
yeah.
And
I
was
think
like,
it was
okay, and then
almost
I'm like, is that the same director? It's not. But I was like, okay, it must have been the thing back then.
I think it was a little bit the thing back
Mhm.
then because that's when I was watching it. The other thing is like this uses slow motion and it uses it not like for the action scenes, it uses it more for like emotion scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like those are like just my
Yeah.
like the three things I noticed this time watching the movie. And other than that, it's the first half of it, it's like him getting to know Dakota Fanning's character.
But like
Uh,
is he we got a super chat from Rican Comics and Collectibles Boricua. That means you get a thank you, sir. Here's a thank you. I gotta put some more videos up here. Here you go.
Yeah, you
Thank
do.
you. Then.
yeah.
So is he only the bodyguard like during the day because he's getting wasted?
Well, he's only the bodyguard
rest
when
of
he
the
takes her to and from school.
Yeah.
So is
That's
it
the only
like
time they leave the house.
Yeah.
so? But I never saw like any other like security at their house or anything. So like
Yeah.
But if you notice, their house has that big barricade around it. So I think
yeah.
if anything, these criminals are looking for the not easy money, but they're not going to go out of their way to break into a house. They're going to just steal you on the street.
It's definitely like
Yeah.
he's definitely suffering for some kind of like PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
That like you don't like they don't even go into, but you could definitely
Well-
tell he's
The first time you see Walken, he says to him, "Do you think God will ever forgive us for what we did?"
yeah.
So, and Walken's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I got this hot bikes now. I'm living down here making bank. I'm good."
My question is, I know it's the signs of the time, but if it was so dangerous for her to go to school, why not just do homeschooling?
Or have a tutor. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
It
we
is-
find out why. At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Like
Yeah.
that's that one's not really a green shirt guy. Like,
Right. How about this one? This one I noticed it stuck out to me. You know what I mean? I know Spanish dialects are different and whatever, but do you remember the scene after things kind of go bad and he gets shot and they're blaming him for everything? And and the cops are all standing around his bed while the news is in his room for whatever reason. I'll let that go. And the cop says, "John W. Wu Creasy." I'm like, don't you mean doble bay? Because this is Spanish?
uh,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
There was times where Denzel Washington he'll speak like perfect Spanish, but then he'll
Right.
say to the nun, "Madre," and Kamari would be like, "He just spoke perfect Spanish. Like, why is he saying madre like that?"
Right.
Yeah.
How about the mom likes to get busy? Like, get busy the first 3 scenes she's in.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they only have the one kid?
Yeah,
Right.
he'll have the one kid.
Well, yeah. This is a rated R movie, so
Well, I'm not saying I
Really?
didn't see it. I'm just
Probably for the fingers.
wow.
Probably for the blood.
Amongst other things.
Not for the
It's-
sex.
Yeah.
Not for the sex.
No,
scene.
not for the sex. scene.
No.
No, certainly not.
Yeah.
No.
It's a violent movie.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
But
the
then-
language and the
but Sam,
yeah, the violence.
with the quote unquote sex scenes, would you put this at a PG-13?
No, I don't. Well, if it's
If the
not
blood
violent,
wasn't
I think you
there?
could. I think if the violence is there, I think you could.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
I mean, what? Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
don't
The
see
violence
anything.
is what really makes it an R.
Okay.
Yeah.
so yeah, like, she ends up getting like
What else?
she's kind of like getting him through his PTSD. That's like the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
hour of the movie is Dakota Fanning's character is getting him through like his PTSD. Well, they let
Yeah.
you know that there's a kidnapping every 60 seconds for a reason at the beginning of the
And
movie.
there were 4 in the last 6 weeks in Mexico City or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she ends up
Yeah.
getting kidnapped, and he gets there. Like he starts holding off some dudes. Like he does
What?
his own thing, and then he gets shot a couple times.
She gets kidnapped because she didn't fully listen to him. Because she's
Yeah.
gone while he's dealing with those guys, and she only gets kidnapped because she comes back.
Yeah,
I did like the fact that they kind of played with the because she's she has a problem with getting out of the block as a swimmer, and he teaches her when you hear the gun, go, and then
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
comes up later in that scene where she's getting
Yeah.
kidnapped. So it's like he shoots it because he knows that she's trained to just go. I thought that was a nice little touch.
that was a cool
thought-
part of him training her to get off the block quicker.
Yeah. A ridiculous scene to me was when the club blows up.
And
And
nobody
they're,
leaves right
and they're
away.
all outside like, hey, 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 hey. I'm like, come on.
When they're
bro,
outside,
that's
I'll
not
give you
happening
is
like
ridiculous. But he shoots the gun 3 times
that.
before they
I
run away.
know.
He shoots the shotgun. Like, yeah.
You think it's a cultural thing, Green Shirt Guy? They're like, oh, we used to doing that.
Yeah, everybody
I'm just
knows
hoping
gun
that they're all
run.
drugged out, and that's why they whatever.
Okay.
I think it's pretty well known society. Gun run. Gunshots
Right.
run.
I also
What
love
else?
when right after she gets.
I thought that was before but that club had a ton of gasoline,
Right?
for him to blow it up.
Well, he used the propane too.
Yeah.
But I love where the cop shows up to the Mark Anthony's house, who's clearly from there, right?
Yeah.
And he says to him something along the lines of, I can't remember the exact line. I should have written it down, but he explained to him again, if we don't do it this way, it's going to be hell, and it's not going to be no tequila and no something else. And I'm like, he's from here. Why are you explaining it like this? Like you treated him like he was from somewhere else. I can understand maybe you speak to the wife, but again, she's probably lived there for a while too.
Who was he?
Who, Mark Anthony?
Yeah, like what
Just
was
a-
his character?
He was supposed to be a rich guy who was from there.
But it turned out he wasn't really rich.
Right.
He wasn't, yeah.
I felt no sympathy for him because
That was really kind of cool because Denzel Washington was going to kill himself and the bullet doesn't go.
Right? The bullet doesn't
Yeah.
lie.
And so he ends
Although
up calling Christopher Walken about it.
yeah.
I don't know
that
if it
was-
fires the second time though. That's fine. That's one of those green shirt guy moments I let go. But I'm like, I don't know.
So the fact that Mark Anthony's character would let his daughter get kidnapped
Right.
just so
Well, how
he could
about-
clear it, that's just crazy.
And he was
Yeah.
fine with it until he found out Mickey Rourke was stealing money from him.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
crazy. Who do you think killed the lawyer?
Mark
Was it Mark
Anthony, he
Anthony?
said he
Mark
did.
Anthony.
Oh, he
Yeah.
said I
No,
missed that
yeah,
part.
yeah, he said he did.
Yeah.
Mm.
He lied to us, so I did it or something like that.
Yeah, the second the second half of this movie is where the action is, and it's really Denzel going from
Yeah.
getting this guy's where she like had the license. She wrote down most of the license plate, and he starts working with like the girl from the paper to get like him the information.
Right.
It's him kind of going from spot to spot, getting the information.
Right.
And if you thought waterboarding looked tough, he has nothing on
Oh my
Denzel.
goodness,
through
the
this
fingers, the car.
When he had the guys like
Oh.
fingers like
Yes.
taped to the steering wheel.
Crazy.
He's like, I'm gonna cut your finger off and I'm gonna put it out. Like I'm gonna stop the
Yeah, with
bleeding
the-
with this.
And you-
with this.
With the cigarette thing.
So
yeah.
that, you
Figure it
knew
later.
that was going to be bad. What kind of made me laugh in that scene though is he's cut 2 fingers off and he cuts his ear off and he uses that. But then when the guy asks for a cigarette, he uses a light. I'm like, you got a cigarette lighter right there. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's been using it. But he's been using it to block out this guy's
So what?
fingers, so it's probably
So what?
covered in like gook and all that stuff.
You're
Oh,
about to
yeah.
shoot the guy in the head. Why do you care?
Semantics.
Oh
Did
yeah.
he shoot him? He didn't shoot him, right? He let
Sure
him.
did,
Yeah.
but right after that,
He cut off like he cut off like the top of his ear, and yeah, right after the end, like he shot
after
him.
he gives him the cigarette, he shoots.
He's like, what does he say? He says something like, to you, it's the afterlife to you, or something like that.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, and each one of these is like, yeah, it's like him getting the information out of the guys.
right.
So even in the club, he had to like get like the information out of like the guy was from New Jersey too and stuff.
And
And,
I thought for sure he shot him in the groin with the first shot, but it was just in the leg.
Yeah.
And as he's going higher and higher up in
Yeah.
this like
Well, it's
criminal
almost like
organization.
it's a video game. And he's working his way to the final boss.
Yeah.
But
I like
what's
the-
the time frame though of him doing this? Because remember he had just gotten shot, like how many
Yeah.
times? And then they keep
Well,
showing
he
him
had a
jumping
bulletproof
into the
vest on, too,
pool with the water, like, and it'd be a lot of blood every time you jump into the pool. So I'm like, are you constantly bleeding? Like, how are you living through all this?
That was the thing that got me. Yeah, like it's probably not a great idea to get in the pool when you have open wounds, but maybe not also that pool because the water in that pool it's super gross.
Yeah.
Like you're probably gonna get an infection from the pool water more than you have an open wound and you're bleeding.
And then he gets shot in the chest.
Yeah,
when
but I
he
think
gets
he had
the
a
brother.
bulletproof
I was
vest.
like,
I
he
think-
was leaking though.
yeah, but the one that hit him in the chest didn't kill him because he would have died right away.
Yeah.
I think he had a bulletproof vest, so it was around it, like the sides where it actually penetrated.
Hmm. But yeah, I like the fact that he went to war for PETA.
Yeah.
Is that
He
you
goes
talk,
for-
you're talking about going to war?
My favorite part, my favorite speech in the whole thing, and I wrote it down because I thought it was awesome, was when Walken's talking. I can't remember what he said. He says, "A man can be an artist in anything, food, whatever. It just depends on how good he is at it. Creasy's art is death. He's about to paint his masterpiece." I was like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yikes!
He's
this is
about
gonna
to paint his masterpiece.
He
Sorry, that's
he
like
said
a
he's going to
song.
hand more justice out this weekend than 10 years of your court.
Yeah.
Right.
So stay out of his way. Stay out of his way.
Because he
Yeah,
has
I gotta-
Christopher Walken helped him get like the weapons, and it's like an arsenal of
Yes.
stuff. It's just-
Yes.
Yeah, well, he grabbed
got a
the
question for
how he broke into the people's house apartment, and he's
Yes.
like, I just don't. I'm not here to hurt you. I just need this with that. But how did
Well,
the
that's where
driver
the-
see it? You saw the driver saw him. The
Yeah.
driver was like,
Yeah,
no,
at the last second. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and that's where my hashtag came from, to arrange the meeting, because the guy says, God tells us to forgive. He's like, forgiveness is for God. I'm just arranging the meeting.
Do y'all guys think that Denzel is an action hero?
No.
Yes.
a
I think-
bit, yeah.
no.
He's looking at two sides. I definitely think he's an action hero.
I think
He's
he's
done-
he-
He's done
But
enough to
action
be
movie.
called to be an action hero.
Yeah.
Or more
Yeah,
like
like-
action anti-hero. Would that be better?
Yeah.
I think he's just a good
Yeah.
actor. For me to act, there's nothing against action movies. I like action movies, but there's not necessarily a intellectual element to it, and most of his characters are thinking characters.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think it's like that's a part of Denzel. Because his acting is like, like almost like full circle. Like you
Mhm.
could get like an action movie and it's going to be on point, or you could get a Shakespeare movie, and it's gonna be on point.
Right. I mean, we haven't seen him do any comedy, so maybe he's not whatever. But
Yeah.
how about did you say goodbye to her? Now's your chance.
Now's your chance. Yeah, that's right. That's that was the guy from New Jersey. You say
Yes.
goodbye. Now's your chance.
Now's your chance, and then he shoots him. Yep. I also love where he's got the head of the kidnapping unit, and the guy wakes up on the car, strapped to the car, and he says, "You know what this is? This is what the guys who are stealing or smuggling drugs use. They fill it full of cocaine or whatever, and then they stick it up their rectum. That's what's in you right now."
That's another part. Like, yeah, he straight up. And that's where he gives him he has like C4, planted up this guy's butt, and it's timed as a bomb. And like the way the film is shot, like the timer is actually in the corner for that 5 minutes.
Yes.
And Denzel is just like counting it down, like you got 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
I got all the time in the world. You got.
And he had that was right after he used like the missile launcher, because like the helicopters are like looking for him and stuff.
That's right.
All right, you want to get some numbers on it?
Yeah, let's get some numbers.
All right.
Want me to go first? My bad.
No. Go last. I'll
right.
go first. I'm gonna give this movie an 8. I thought it was a good Denzel Washington movie. I like the storyline. It wasn't too hot, like not enough. I don't think we saw enough with the lawyer. I don't think we saw enough of a couple other things I can't remember right now. The police people. But I gave it an 8. I thought Dakota Fanning was really good, even though she's not even literally half the movie. She's only in like half of the movie. But Denzel Washington was great. And I don't know if any other actors stood out too much to me, but I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
C Bizzle.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, C Bizzle. Oh, battery probably died on the mic. All right, green shirt guy.
All right, I'll go while he's. So I did like this movie. I'll give you my number in a second. So it went up and went down, because towards the end of the movie, I'm going, all right, what am I going to rate this that I think is fair? I like the acting. I think the story generally worked, except for one thing. At the very end, when he's making the deal, and he's like, and he's like, "You give me Peter back, and I'll give you your brother." And the guy's like, "No, I want you too." I'm like, "Well, why does that equate? Like 1 for 1?" Like, and he's like, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know if I fully."
I wondered about that too. Yeah.
I was like, "It's fine." Whatever. Did you know that this is a remake, by the way? I forgot to bring that up earlier.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it was really originally made in '87, I think. I looked at a white guy. So this is like one of 8 movies that Denzel Washington has done a remake of. So that I dipped it a little bit for that. But then at the end of the movie where they're on the bridge and he has that moment with Dakota Fanning, as a father, I actually started crying a little bit. So that bumped it back up for me. So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So when this film came out, I just left the state of Michigan. I moved from Michigan to Minnesota in 2004, and I watched it in the theater. One of the first films I actually watched in the theater in Minnesota, and I enjoyed it. It was good. It was almost hard for me to like. Is there any real difference between this character and his Equalizer character? Like, they both are violent. It's just that maybe the Equalizer character is a little bit more
No emotion.
No emotion, tactical than this character is. but I also will agree with both Sam and Grisha Guy. I'm giving this an 8.
Okay.
All right. Phil.
I am also giving this an 8. I enjoyed the movie. I liked it a lot. Like I said, it's the where it really dates itself, I think, is that the way it was shot with that choppy
Yeah.
cam. I don't have no other word for it. And the Green Shirt Guy was right. Traffic has the same kind of filming to it.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's a good movie. It's a good action flick. It was still fun to watch, and yeah, 8 is about, I think, very fair and very good. It's just a few points higher than IMDb ranked it. So
I like to point out that I'm the one that gave it the highest rating this week.
Oh.
Usually you guys tell me I low rate everything well.
Oh, what did you give? I thought you gave it
You said an 8.
No, I said 8.5.
Oh, 8.5.
8. I heard 8.
Yeah, I heard 8.
Maybe my mic cut out. I said 8.5.
So he said 8.1.
Question is
3.
Question.
Which makes it tied for 29th all time that we've rated.
That movie Traffic, is that with Queen Latifah?
Michael Douglas.
I don't
know if she's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Michael Douglas is in that though.
Right.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in that movie. Yeah.
Great picks, Phil. I want to thank you
Great
for picking Denzel Washington for your choice for Season of Actors.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for handling the chair very, very well.
Yeah.
Next week.
Oh, yeah, are we off next week?
What's next week?
Are we off next week?
Is it Father's Day?
Yeah.
Yes. There won't be a show. Yeah, there won't be a show. All right. So next. So it won't be next week. I have to change the date on it.
Okay. Sorry.
So, but the following week after, it's Green Shirt Guy's pick, and we're doing PCU, part of his Jon Favreau trilogy.
Ooh.
So that'll be on June 22nd.
How many of you seen this?
I have not.
So this will be your. It will be interesting then.
Indeed. So don't look at that date. It'll be on June 22nd. I'll fix it up and I'll change it up on the thing. So
sorry.
PCU is all right. Hey, no, it's Father's Day. We gotta honor that. So all right, and then tomorrow, tune in at 8 p.m. 5 p.m. Pacific for New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode number 145. We got some Death of the Silver Surfer coming out. We got Absolute Batman with the Beetlejuice Bane, and we got Transformers number 21 coming out. So that's going to be good. We'll go over all the New Keys and Hot books and give you chances to win ducks as well. And then on Wednesday, it's Council of Comics Live, episode number 7, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Join us for our community hangout. We'll have a link in the chat. You can come join us. We'll go over FOC and give chances for ducks. And then Thursday, Fill in the Blanks, episode number 10, with our special guest host, Brian LCS. They'll be doing The Doctor. This is Brian's own property. Thursday, 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in. And I also have Brian LCS. If you're out there, I'll be reaching out to you this week. We got to get all that information set up so Brian can run the show. All right, and then there's a couple videos up, Council Conversations. We got Steve and Joey talking about Marvel Studios, DC Studios. So check that out on the channel. And we also have our Training Day film review from last week. That's also up as a separate video. So it's time to get this duck. All right? And
I'm glad you said it that way. I'm gonna say, hey yo.
I'm gonna read you the comments, say what's up to everybody, and I'll give you guys enough time. And at the end of that, I'll spit. All right. So shout out to Lisa Nobles, who's a new member. Thank you, Lisa. Shout out to John Comics for Kids for being here. Joseph, what was that?
Isn't Lisa Noble Christian and Lisa?
No, that's the same
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, got his package. Thank you for being here. JSS Brooklyn, Thank you for being here. Space Case Collectibles, thank you for being here. R Thunder 2000, thank you for being here. Black Spider's got a duck tonight. Thank you for being here. Christina Payne is in the house. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Kenneth Bird is in the house. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. L. Ron Hubbard is in the house. Thank you for being here. Hafi Castro got a duck tonight. Thank you for being here. Mama Bear Doll, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Make sure you all subscribe. Dan's Comic Corner, thank you for being here. Don't worry, you may be late, but you're right on time.
Subscriber is never late nor early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Indeed. Garfwong is in the house. Thank you for being here. Dale of Suspense is in the house. Thank you for being here. Remember to put that hashtag in the comment. We're going to spin right after this. Rican Comics and Collectibles also gave a super chat tonight. Thank you for being here. Make sure you all subscribe. I don't know if I did this, but John Comics for Kids is here. Thank you for being here. Nathan Zayana, thank you for being here. I love y'all to death. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you watching. And that's it. All right.
Hey, before we spin, do we have to mention the CB?
Oh,
CBCA
Oh
awards?
yeah, the CBCA Awards. Let me pull that up real quick.
We will be talking
I'll
a
do the
lot
dancing.
about that on Thursday, C-Pizzo.
I got you. I got to dance so you can, distract the people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I can stop dancing.
The Comic Book Community Awards 2025 nomination to nominate channels is up right now. So I'm also gonna make a little video. I'm gonna film it probably on Tuesday and stuff, where we're gonna talk about what we want to get nominated for. But go to CBCA Awards. They'll give you all the information. The open nominations are until August 2nd. Then they'll announce the finalists August 15th, and then you'll be able to vote after that. So for mid-tier, C-Bizzle, you wanted what? You know,
we can talk about that later. It's too much. It's too much to go through.
I agree. I'll put something up later for ours as well.
We can,
categories and everything.
And then when we do our Wednesday hangout, we could go through it again.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. All right, so make sure you get over to cbcawards.org. All right. Lilo and Stitch, 15 seconds on the clock. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to try to win too. Hold on. Yeah. I'm giving you extra time out there, people. I'm going to put it in myself.
Copy and paste.
You had more time.
Phil is a prophet. Phil is a prophet. All right.
Hey, I know now. It's up to 10. Look at that.
Look at that. See? Phil gave you more time because he prophesied it. All right. Here we go. I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. Round and round it goes. Where it lands, no one knows. Oh, what do you know? Some would say it's rigged.
Hashtag rigged.
But it's not. And I am going to gift it to my wonderful nephew, Nathan. So he's in this month's giveaway. Nathan, you have a duck, my friend. Make sure you tune in so you can get more ducks. All right, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for new keys and hot comics of the week and more chances to win ducks. So for myself, for C-Bizzle, for Green Shirt Guy, for Phil, for Cliff, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you. Thank you. The embarrassment is so much. We'll see you next time. Hey.
Make the brightest day. Where are the heroes?